Hi everyone, I'm True Soul, and welcome to another action figure display update video. So as you guys can see, I have my display shelves here, and there has been some pretty big and significant changes. I usually try not to do a new video until I do make some significant changes, but I'm gonna go ahead and get into the video. Now, as you guys can see, I have primarily made one half of my collection Star Wars and the other half primarily Marvel, but there's a couple of other little things mixed in there as well. But I wanted to show you guys a new feature that I have now added to my display shelves in 3, 2, 1. Ta-da! So I've added some lights to kind of brighten up the place a little bit, guys. So let's go ahead and move in and get a closer look. Some of the lights are a little bit brighter than others. I'm still phasing out some of the old batteries. I finally figured out what batteries work the best for these LED lights. So I'm going to be switching that out, and the brightness should be a lot better. But I'm going to go ahead and give you guys the top to bottom tour of my new display here. Let's go ahead and start up at the top on the Star Wars side. These are just a couple of miscellaneous figures here and there. You guys can probably see Indiana Jones in the background there. I wasn't quite sure where to put him, but since he's made by George Lucas, I put him on the Star Wars side. Got a couple of different ones: Darth Revan, Jaina, Moira Jade. I ended up putting most of my sequel figures in storage just to make room for some of the figures I care more about. But I did go ahead and leave out Rey. This is probably just my favorite figure of Rey, the best made one that Hasbro's come out with. And I also have my Starkiller base Kylo Ren. I still remember where I got him. I got him from the Kmart, which in my neck of the woods don't exist anymore. I don't think they exist anywhere, but got a little critter here. Don't remember what these things are called. I got him with one of the Cal Kestises that I have. I can't remember if it's this one or not. I do want to put another light probably on the roof, just so it can shine down directly on what's on top of the shelves, but I'll get around to that at some point. Let's go ahead and move down to my prequel display. This is primarily Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones. Now, for those of you who have been watching my Black Series update videos, you'll probably notice what's new here. I got the Black Series Destroyer Droid, which has become one of my favorites. Probably is going to be in my top 10 for this year. I'm probably going to end up getting another one. Still can't manage to make it transform the way I want to. If any of you out there maybe have any idea how to make those transform, if they can, or maybe have seen a video of someone able to transform it, I'd be very grateful if you would let me know, because I would like to put it in its ball mode. Not a whole lot from the Phantom Menace. I really hope that they do plan on releasing some more Phantom Menace action figures. I feel like, we could definitely use some Gungan Warriors, maybe some Naboo Palace Guards. That would be very great, guys. But yeah, mostly Jedi and a couple of clones up here. I got my Phase 1 clones up top. And I'm planning on probably getting a couple more because I do like army building clones. I do have a couple of battle droids. One of them is from the single release, and I believe the other one's from the 2-pack that I recently got. Probably gonna get a couple more of those 2-packs. Also got the Magna Guard in the back here, which I like very much, so I'm probably gonna be getting another one just to have beside General Grievous. And over here I believe this is actually the first release of Jango Fett, the original release back when they did the black and red packaging. Personally, other than his head underneath, I'm pretty satisfied with this figure. I've been thinking about getting one of those other clone heads and just sticking it on my Jango. but we'll have to see how that works. Another favorite figure that I got this year, Ki-Adi-Mundi, who definitely doesn't know anything. And I still got this, this is one of the first releases of Yoda that they made. Unfortunately, I was not able to secure the Yoda and Commander Gree 2-pack, which I believe was an exclusive. It sold out very quickly, guys. But I feel like in regular Hasbro fashion, because they like re-releasing things, they're going to re-release that more prequel looking Yoda. And when they do, I will gladly get it. But as you guys can maybe notice, these figures are standing on a 2-tier stand at the moment. I'm probably going to end up buying a 3-tier stand just so I can fit more characters on the shelf. I am expecting the Super Battle Droid as well as Revenge of the Sith Darth Sidious, and they're definitely going on this shelf. But let's go ahead and move down. This is what is going to be my Clone Wars / Revenge of the Sith, I guess, / Bad Batch, because you can see I got the Bad Batch here. I got Hunter, which this is the re-release of Hunter, because I missed out on the first release. A lot of people really like Hunter, guys. Hunter and Crosshair, those are the two hardest people to get. I was able to secure the re-release of Hunter, but I was not able to secure Crosshair. He sold out like everywhere. So I am a little bit anxious about that. Him and Echo are the last two people I need to get, but getting Echo will definitely be a lot easier than getting Crosshair, an original Crosshair. We got Commander Cody. This Commander Cody is from the original blue and black box. For these guys who remember that, this was one of the first clones, actually the first clone action figure that I bought. We also got 212th from that 4-pack. I bought this one individually on eBay though. I didn't get the whole clone pack. Got Revenge of the Sith Obi-Wan, which is in dire need of an update. Commander Gree, who I got from Toys R Us before they closed down and moved into JCPenney's, I think. Got some 501st, Captain Rex here. I got a Padawan Ahsoka Tano, and I believe the Siege of Mandalore Ahsoka Tano. This one wasn't exclusive, but I bought it off of eBay. I was able to secure it off of eBay. Clone Armor Obi-Wan. Still would very much like to get my hands on Clone Wars Obi-Wan and Clone Wars Anakin, although I heard that they're supposed to be re-releasing Clone Wars Anakin for the Ahsoka wave. And some more 501st here. Don't know if you guys could tell, but I really like the 501st. The 501st and the 212 are probably my two favorite clone battalions. Got Asajj Ventress down here along with one lonely little battle droid that I think is from Republic Commando. I actually don't remember. I think he's from the Gaming Greats line, so I think he's from Republic Commando. Correct me if I'm wrong. Speaking of Gaming Greats, I got the Umbara Clone Trooper. Also got a kind of dirtied up Phase 2 Clone Trooper. Now this one's on the old Clone Trooper body. And then I got one down here that's on the new Clone Trooper body that's from the 2-pack, the Clone and Droid 2-pack. Also got Commander Wolf. And I got a Kamino Trooper that's also gray, so I just kind of like having him with Commander Wolf and pretending he's part of the Wolf Pack. Still need an actual Wolf Pack Clone Trooper. Also got Commander Bly, who's ready to execute the General orders. And yeah, I think so far this shelf is probably my favorite. I just like seeing a bunch of clones all together. Got the Croissant Guard over here. I'm most likely gonna get one more because I just like having them in threes. I'm probably gonna snap the pauldron off of the other one so I can have like two regular ones and then one like boss. We're gonna go ahead and keep moving right on down. This next one is my A New Hope / Rogue One / Rebels shelf. And this one's also sitting on a 2-tier display. I'm probably gonna get a 3-tier for this one as well. Really like the way this one turned out. As you can see, I got Dr. What's his name. Always forget this guy's name. I got him from Ollie's because no one wants him. Also got Greedo over here, Old Master Darth Maul. Just made sense to have him here since he was kind of trying to manipulate Ezra into joining the dark side. Got the Rebels crew over here. I still don't have a Sabine, guys. I need to get Sabine. But this Ezra over here is, he's actually from the Ahsoka wave, but he's wearing his a fit that he wore in Rebels, so I just put him on my Rebels shelf. Got Wedge and Luke here, along with Chopper. Speaking of droids, I have R2 over here, kind of that small one. I'm still planning on getting the Return of the Jedi R2. I'm told that that body is actually a little bit bigger, so he scales a little bit better with everybody else. Got Yavin Ceremony, Luke and Leia. I used to have a regular, like, you know, New Hope Leia with like the white dress, but I ended up dismantling her to make this Kira custom over here, which is technically the only solo figure that I have in my display. And I got some Rogue One here, the Shore Trooper, Saw Gerrera, Chirrut Imwe, Baze, Andor, Jyn Han back here, along with the Rebel Trooper, who I'm going to be getting another one very soon because they released a Stormtrooper and Rebel 2-pack. Got Hondo over here. And then I got some Imperials in the bag. Got K2SO, got Death Trooper, one Death Star Trooper. I believe this Stormtrooper right here, he looks kind of like a Sand Trooper. I think it's supposed to be from Jedha. He's from the Rogue One wave. Grand Moff Tarkin, Director Orson Krennic. I got an Imperial officer that's from the Andor series. I think so far this is the only figure from Andor that I have. I just really like his fit, with the hat and the cape and everything, looks really cool. Also got Ahsoka Tano from Rebels. A couple more Imperial Stormtroopers in the back. And I have an Imperial officer. I can't remember what her name is. She's from the Kenobi series. I didn't really have any female Imperial officers, so that's primarily why I got her. Of course, got Darth Vader in the back there. Now this is from the re-release. They re-released Darth Vader for like a newer New Hope wave, and I ended up switching him out with my old one because my old one had a wobbly leg, so he kept falling over. Oh, can't forget about the C-3PO and Han Solo. I feel like we really need a re-release of this Han Solo with the photo reel on, because looking pretty rough. But I'm really glad with how this shelf turned out, and I'm looking forward to adding onto it. Now moving on down, this is literally my half and half shelf, guys. This is half Empire Strikes Back and the other half is Return of the Jedi. There was just too few of them to justify giving them their own shelf, so I put them all on the same shelf. Now eventually I am planning on getting some more figures as they come out. I still want to get the Probe Droid, which is a pretty big figure. And eventually I am going to give these two respected movies their own shelf. But for now they're going to share the same shelf. So let's go ahead and start off with the Empire Strikes Back. I got Chewbacca here, he's an Amazon exclusive, and he came with the C-3PO, which is the one that you guys saw up on my other shelf. Got multiple versions of Luke, Han, and Leia here as well, with a couple of Hoth troopers. I got the Bounty Hunters, Bosk, Boba Fett. This is the carbonized Boba Fett. and I got IG-88, which is a little small. Hopefully they make a slightly bigger version later on. And I got Dengar over here, and this giant honkin' Wampa. This is the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, but I bought him off of eBay. Got the AT-AT driver along with General Veers in the back there. Also have Scout Trooper up top. Empire Strikes Back Darth Vader. Got Luke Skywalker from the beginning of Return of the Jedi. Of course, you got Emperor Palpatine over there and his bodyguard, his Imperial Guard. I also put, I believe these are the Shadow Guards. I think they're from Force Unleashed. I wasn't quite sure where to put them, so I put one on this shelf. I do want to get one more Imperial Guard to have with Emperor Palpatine at some point. I'm gonna get around to it. Lando Calrissian, and I also got Hoth Pilot Luke. Down here I got Master Yoda. Now this is the Yoda that came with the Dagobah Luke, who I believe was also an exclusive. He has a little backpack that you can actually put Yoda in. I might display him that way at some point when I start filling up the shelves more. But we're going to go ahead and move on to the Endor crew. Here I got some Ewoks. I do not remember all their names. I primarily remember Wicket. And I think this one's name is Tebu. And I do not remember this one's name to save my life. Sorry, buddy. But we got Endor Leia. We got Endor Han with the jacket that you can take off. And this is one of my newer additions to the shelf. The Rebel Commando, and he also comes with a bearded faceplate. I want to at least get one more so I can display the old man and him. General Lando over here, another one of my personal favorites, along with Admiral Akbar. We also got Endor Luke over here, and you can't take off this poncho, of course. Now moving on up, got some of the Jabba's Palace crew. We got Carbon Knight Han up there, along with Return of the Jedi Boba Fett, Lando Calrissian. We got the Boshk Leia. I can't remember how you say it, but when she was disguised as a bounty hunter. Also got the Gamorrean Guard. Really cool, beefy figure, as well as Bib Fortuna in the back here. Still would like to get a Jabba the Hutt. I'm kind of waiting for them to inevitably re-release one. I could probably find a Jabba the Hutt on, online somewhere. But Jabba the Hutt's a pretty big, bulky character, so he's going to take up a lot of room on the shelf. And when that day comes, when I do get a Jabba the Hutt, that's when I'm probably going to have to split these guys up and get a new shelf, which means I'm probably going to have to say goodbye to this bottom shelf, which is my Mandalorian / Ahsoka / Book of Boba Fett shelf, which is also another one of my personal favorite shelves. As you guys can see, I got Mando here, probably one of the best figures. This is one of the latest versions. You can still go to Walmart as of right now and get this one with the Darksaber. Also got Quill. I recently got Cara Dune. She was actually a pretty decent price. She was on sale on Amazon, and I knew that the likelihood of them re-releasing her was very low, so I went ahead and got her. Also got a little Grogu right here, along with Greef Karga, Moff Gideon, as well as some Stormtroopers. I got the Dark Trooper in the back. I just got one so far. Might end up getting another one. And that yellow infantry Stormtrooper I have two of them. I have one on the other side. A couple more Mandalorians here. I got Bo-Katan and Koska Reeves. Got the Client over here. Some more Stormtroopers. And moving on to some Book of Boba Fett. I got Corsantin. For some reason I cannot remember the name of this character, and I feel kind of bad. It'll come to me. We'll get back to her. I also got the HK-47, I believe. Very interesting droid. Apparently these droids were pretty prominent in other media of Star Wars. I had never really seen one until the Ahsoka show. But we also got the Heavy Sentry Mandalorian, and the Armorer as well. Death Watch Mandalorian. We got Dave Filoni. A couple more Stormtroopers. We got the Tusken Chieftain from Book of Boba Fett, as well as the Pike Soldier. And we got Marok, I believe his name is. And we also got Ahsoka over here. I'm really looking forward to them releasing Ahsoka the White. This looks really cool. Probably gonna end up replacing this one with that one when it comes out. And we got Morgan Elsbeth over here. And now that we're back to this character, I now magically remember her name. It's Fennec Shand. Guys, I'm not kidding. I did not cut this so I could go look it up. For whatever reason, it just now came to me. But I'm probably going to be filling this up with a couple more Mandalorians. I do like the Mandalorians that they've been coming out with. I just wish they weren't all blue. We've been getting so many blue Mandalorians. I still haven't gotten... They did come out with some red Mandalorians that I believe were like the ones that worked for Darth Maul back when he was like took over Mandalore. Didn't get around to getting any of those yet, but I'm sure they'll re-release them at some point because they're probably a pretty penny at the moment. But that's gonna do it for my Star Wars side, guys. Let's go ahead and move on to the other side of my display shelf. Here we are, guys, my other display shelf. We're gonna go ahead and move up to the top here, even though there's not that much to talk about. Now I'm going to make this top shelf. This top shelf is going to be my future G.I. Joe display. I do have some G.I. Joe action figures on the way that I do want to get. As you guys can see, I got Lieutenant Falcon over here, along with Duke and Scarlet. I have not taken them out of the packaging yet, just because I want to display them when I get a couple more figures. There are some figures that they've already released, but I've just dragged my feet when it came to getting them because I was prioritizing Marvel and Star Wars. But definitely look forward to seeing some more Joes up here. We're going to go ahead and move on to my X-Men display, which has grown a good bit. I finally got a 3-tier display stairs to actually put these figures on, so it looks a lot nicer. This is a lot of these are actually the VHS series. The Cyclops, Wolverine, Jubilee, I'm pretty sure the Storm, and then I got a couple that are from the X-Men 97 show. So this Jean Grey, which I just thought turned out really good, as well as Rogues, also from 97. This Gambit, I believe he's the Target exclusive. Gambit. Really like this one. Got, oh boy, another character whose name I cannot remember. Pretty sure it's Moira McTaggart, if I remember correctly. Got Wolvesbane as well. And I got the Incredible Nightcrawler. I got one of two of my Deadpools. This is the older one. Longshot and Spiral back there. Now this Magneto figure is the only figure that I have that is not a Marvel Legends. This is actually the Mafex Magneto. I just like the way the body and the overall design looked as opposed to the Marvel Legends one. Probably the most expensive X-Men action figure I have on my shelf right now. And up top we got Phoenix. So this is the red version. I'm probably eventually gonna get the green version. They did recently released one that came like a big like fire Phoenix effect, which I think is kind of cool, so I'm probably gonna be getting that at some point. Also, can't forget Beast over here along with Havoc. I got Blue Pool. This actually isn't mine, this is my brother's. I just have him over here because I'm planning on doing a stop motion with him at some point. And I got Morph and Lady Deathstrike. Now, as you guys can see, don't have a whole lot of villains. There are some villains that I want, mostly Brotherhood, but for some reason I'm kind of picky when it comes to that. I feel like some of the figures that they come out with, they just look weird to me. They recently came out with an Avalanche, and I found him at GameStop, and I just didn't get him because I thought he looked weird. So I do want to get more villains, but I want to get some like figures to be my definitive version of that character so I don't have to buy another one. But right now, this is going to be my X-Men shelf for now. And now let's go ahead and move in. Move on to Spider-Man. This is my Spider-Man shelf, guys. Got a pretty good bit of villains on this shelf. Got Scorpion, Rhino, Shocker, Hammerhead, Tombstone. I got the animated series Green Goblin as well as the movie Green Goblin, along with movie Doc Ock, Electro, Venom. I do eventually want to get one that has the actual spider symbol on his chest, but this one's good for now, along with Carnage. And now moving into some actual Spider-Man, got Symbiote Spider-Man, Silk. This is Armored Spider-Man. I think it was MK2 Armored Spider-Man. And I also got my definitive Spider-Man here, along with Scarlet Spider. This is a recent release that I think turned out very well. Probably not going to be getting another Scarlet Spider because this one's perfect. And I put Iceman and Firestar on this shelf as well because they're Spider-Man's amazing friends, guys. Also got Miss Lion down here. And over here I got MJ and Peter from the animated series. I think these figures turned out pretty well. Now we're going to be taking a brief intermission from Marvel because the next shelf is not Marvel. This is a pretty small shelf that you guys are seeing here. I didn't want to make it a full display because it was just too small to put a whole bunch of figures on. So I decided to put my movies here and a couple of figures that I just wanted to display. As you guys can see, I got the Hasbro Overwatch Cassidy, or McCree as he was called back in the day. Hasbro does not make Overwatch figures anymore, which is kind of sad because since Overwatch 1's come out, or long after it's come out, and they made Overwatch 2, they've made some pretty interesting looking characters, and now they're never going to get figures, so that's kind of sad. Also got the Jada Toys Kin, another one of my favorite figures. And I got the Figma Link. Also got Fire Mario over here along with Steve. And this is I think it's like a foam vinyl Pikachu. My brother gave it to me because someone gave it to him and he didn't want it. Look at Pikachu. I've been wanting to use Pikachu for like stop motions, but it's kind of hard to find Pikachus that have articulation of any kind, but I do my best. And as you guys can see, I have some crewmates and imposters from Among Us, which I've never played. I just thought the whole concept was kind of interesting, and I have been collecting them. They're from like a mystery pack, and I've been fortunate enough to actually find some imposters. I've been getting a lot of yellow duplicates, and it's kind of been annoying. I might try to catch them all, but we'll have to wait and see. And I got little itty bitty Tails over here. One thing I want to be kind of interesting about this shelf, probably every time I do a update, you're probably going to see different figures sitting here, so don't be surprised when this shelf's probably going to change the most out of all my other shelves. But let's get back to Marvel. This is kind of my everybody shelf. I still don't really know what to call it. This was going to be my Avengers shelf, but there's a lot of people on here that aren't Avengers. Of course, you got Captain America, you got Iron Man over there, you got Thor, you got Hulk, She-Hulk, which turned out super good. Really buff, cool comic book figure. Got Deadpool squatting down over there. I got Wolverine and Cyclops over here for some X-Men representation. Also got Tigress, Falcon, Black Widow, and over here we got Winter Soldier, Blade, and Punisher. I am probably going to be moving some more like the Marvel Knights characters. Probably going to be giving them their own shelf as time goes on. There's still a couple more Marvel characters that I do plan on getting, but till then, they're going to be here. We also got the Fantastic Four. No, they don't all have the same outfits. I do eventually want to get another Invisible Woman, but I'm probably going to pop the head off that one and give her this head, because I think this head looks better than the other ones that they have released. War Machine in the back there, along with Doctor Strange. MODOK, another big honking figure. This MODOK has had some trouble standing out, but I think I finally got that issue straightened out. Behind him I got the Scientist Supreme, along with Loki, Ultron, the Mad Titan himself, Thanos, Doctor Doom, and the Red Skull. There's a couple more villains that I do want to get. I'm still deciding whether or not I really want a Kang. I know Kang's kind of like, you know, a pretty dangerous Avengers opponent, but I just don't personally care about him all that much, which is probably why I still haven't got him. Still need to get a Hawkeye. I'm just trying to decide what Hawkeye I really want. At first I wanted to get that one that had the hover bike, but I don't have any room for the hover bike to justify getting it. But this shelf is probably going to be growing as well. I did pre-order the entire Blackheart Build-A-Figure wave, so Blackheart is going to be on either this shelf or the shelf at the bottom that I still haven't completely created yet, because it consists of what little MCU figures I have. Now, for those of you who are wondering, no, I'm not planning on making this a MCU shelf, just because I don't see myself buying that many more MCU figures. In fact, most of these figures are probably going to either find their way in other parts of my display, or I'm just going to put them in storage so I can use them for stop motions. But the idea I have for this shelf, I primarily want to put, because I do have a good bit of SHIELD agents and Hydra agents and stuff, so I'm probably going to make this that shelf. I have the 3-pack with Nick Fury coming soon, so I'm probably also going to be putting that here. Probably going to put like Marvel Knight characters like Moon Knight and whatnot there as well. So we're just going to have to kind of see what happens with that. But not all of these guys are Marvel Legends. I have SH Figure Arts Battle for New York Captain America, and I also have another SH Figure Arts Scarlet Witch over here. The rest of them, I believe, are indeed Hasbro, with some of the newest ones being the Deadpool and Wolverine. I bought these and then they came out with another Deadpool and Wolverine, so I don't know if I'm going to be getting those guys. And also got another one of my personal favorites, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, who I might end up putting in my Spider-Man shelf. It really depends. When my next display video comes out, this whole area is going to be a lot more filled up. Well, guys, before I start rambling on way too much, I'm going to go ahead and end the tour right here. Thank you all for watching today's video. Comment down below if you have any of these Marvel or Star Wars figures. Which ones are your favorite? And also be sure to follow me on my socials, as you'll stay updated when I plan to upload a video, as well as see exclusive photos of my collection that you will not see in my videos. Alright guys, till then, be sure to like, subscribe, and go to my channel to check out
other videos. Catch you later.